Welcome to What's the Buzz, the podcast that spotlights local business leaders, bold ideas, and the heartbeat of the South Shore. Produced by Marshfield Community Media and recorded at South Shore Hive, each episode features authentic conversations that inspire, inform, and energize. Whether you're starting out, scaling up, or giving back, this is where connection meets community. Buzz by and see what's happening. This episode of What's the Buzz is brought to you by Cody Law Group, trusted legal counsel for today's business leaders. From startup formation to contracts and corporate guidance, they're here to help your business thrive. Okay. Hi, everybody. Valerie McSorley here with another episode of What's the Buzz, where we talk to South Shore's movers and shakers. And today we have in studio with us Royletta Romaine, and she owns Healing by the Forkful. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm great.
I'm excellent. It's great to have you here. Why don't you tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do?
My name is Royletta Romaine. I am a registered dietitian here in Massachusetts. I own Healing by the Forkful, and I work with clients who need help with medical nutrition therapy. And I also do a lot with MRT, which means that we are looking to see what actually causes inflammation and how we can change your diet to offer you the best as far as getting rid of joint pain, as far as getting rid of migraines, menopause symptoms. You'd be surprised how many problems are caused by inflammation and how I can help you get rid of it.
Inflammation is something I've learned a lot about recently. So what does MRT stand for?
Mediator resistance testing. So basically, it's a small blood test that looks at 176 different foods, different chemicals, and you'd be surprised what you'd find.
Really? So you do a little... I want to just understand a little bit more about the process. So you draw some blood, send it off to a lab, and then this report tells you what foods you should avoid, what's good for you, what's bad for you, what's causing you, the root cause of some of these issues?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the reason I love this is because you're actually getting to the root cause of the problem. And you are not willy-nilly getting rid of random foods that you think, oh, it might be this, it might be that. With this test, we test, we don't guess. So I help you. I get the handouts, the results, and then we go through the results together, and we help develop a plan that works for you.
Well, that's awesome. I mean, I know so many people that do elimination diets, and this week they're removing this food group, they're removing this type of additive. They're reading labels like crazy. So you can eliminate that process. And
if you don't know what you're looking for, how do you know what you're avoiding?
Right. That's
and there's
great.
So many foods and chemicals that have different names these days. So many different companies are putting fillers in because they're less expensive. So I can buy something this week and it's fine, but then they may put a filler in it 6 months from now. So I help you go through food labels and things like that so that you are getting as healthy as you can without the inflammation.
Wow. I love that. So tell us a little bit about your backstory.
Okay.
How did you get here?
Well, I was walking to get my cleaning one morning and I was hit by a car.
Oh my God.
First ambulance ride and hopefully the last. And I went to PT, I went to OT, I went to doctors, I had lots of medications. And there were a lot of times where I was just like, I can't get out of the bed, or I'd make plans and I'd cancel them. Just not feeling good. Unfortunately, it did take a toll on my life. I was refusing to do different activities, go places, or do things because you're in pain. Like,
sure.
Who wants to do that, And then my mentor, another dietitian, one day she was just like, I don't know why we haven't thought of this before. And she told me about this process. And at this point, I was just like, whatever, like, let's go, let's bring it. Cause it's either going to help me or I'll be right where I am now, which is not a great place. So, I took the test and, there are different phases that we put you through. But, at this point I was just like, I'm done. I'm at my wit's end. I went hardcore. I did exactly what I was supposed to do with the lowest levels. And I didn't tell anybody I was doing this. And people started asking me, are you all right? And I'm like, yeah, why? And they're just like, you're not grimacing. You're not like holding something. You like just got out of that chair with no problem. And I was like, crap, are you kidding me? So for people to tell me that they're seeing this, and I'm kind of feeling it, but you don't want to like say something and then all of a sudden, oh, well, that was a fluke. You know what I mean? But people were saying that they were seeing these things for me. And I was just like, I've been a dietitian for I don't know how long. I didn't really know about this protocol. And there's so many people who could use this help and they're spending money. Not that you shouldn't, obviously you should go to doctors.
Sure.
There's a place for medication but I was spending money on medication. I was spending time in doctor's offices. I was spending time in my bed because I didn't want to go anywhere and move. And now I'm on the go. I started a business. Crazy, right?
Amazing. Now, how long ago was that accident to today?
That accident was, I keep mixing up the dates because before it was my story. Now it's kind of like it's behind me. So I just kind of, I want to say, I don't know why, but 2011 and 2014 stick out in my head. I think it's 2014, but at any rate, I didn't find this until 2023. So I was suffering for a large amount of time. And so you can see why I want to forget it.
Yes. I love that your story, that was your story, is now just a footnote in your story. And you've totally moved on. You've embraced this as you've built a life and a business around this.
Absolutely.
And it doesn't stop you any longer. So how long did it take really, by changing these parts of your diet, by understanding how to fuel your body better, how long was it until you really started to notice? Now, I know you said other people noticed, but you yourself.
I think I was kind of feeling better with it within the week, but again,
within a week.
A week. So we usually say 2 weeks, and some people it's not until 6 months. So it's very individualized. But people. I was feeling something, and then people were telling me that I was looking different and doing things differently. And I do it all over again in a minute. The first couple of weeks are challenging because we're taking lots of things out of your diet that you're used to eating. But it's so worth it at the end. I'm
sure you can help people find good swaps too.
Absolutely.
Right? Yes.
We go through recipes.
Awesome.
I look through the foods that are good on your list, and I help you find out what can I have for breakfast? What can I have for lunch? What do I have for snacks? So I'm not just handing this off and saying, good luck. I'm there for the process because I want you to feel as good as I do.
Awesome. So how can people find you? How can they find a way to work with you?
So I am on Instagram. I'm also on Facebook, Healing by the Forkful. I am also at the Wellness Collective in Hanover, Mass. So I see people face to face, and I'm licensed in Massachusetts. So I can see people in Massachusetts virtually as well. Awesome.
Now, what advice would you give to someone just starting this journey? Just run to see you? What would you say?
I would say you need to come see me, and you need to be patient. Again, I was very fortunate. My changes were really quickly. There are some people's changes take a little bit longer. And with this, we're primarily looking at food, but I also had a client who doing everything right. What's the problem? Why aren't we working? So I like to say not only am I a dietitian, but I'm a detective. So I looked into her medications. I looked into everything, lotions and creams. And actually one of her medications had a coating on it. That was the problem. So we got rid of so many things. Her issues were close to being resolved, but just she wasn't there yet. So I took medication lists. I went, looked online to find out what the coatings were, where things are going. So now she's taking a liquid form, and she's fantastic.
I love that. And I can see you as being an excellent detective. So I love that. I love that metaphor. Okay, great. So Violetta, thank you for buzzing by.
Thank you.
If you want to get serious about your health and you want to know where to start and what to take out of your diet and how to live better, I want to encourage people to go and find Violetta. So Healing by the Forkful.
Healing by the Forkful. And I just want you to know that the food the food is just as tasty. If you look on my Instagram page, you'll see what I'm actually eating. So it's not like all of a sudden I eat all these great things and then I'm eating cardboard. I just got back from Spain and I had wonderful food while I was there. And I would like to help you do that too.
Awesome. Thanks, Violetta.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks for buzzing by. Stay tuned for more buzzworthy movers and shakers on the South Shore. Bye-bye. This episode of What's the Buzz has been brought to you by Cody Law Group. We thank you for your generous support. When it comes to wills, trusts, and estate planning, they're the team you can trust.